Hey guys, so today we're making some pineapple upside down cookies. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get started with the recipe. So I want to start by saying I got this recipe from a Facebook post, and take a real good look at this picture because these cookies will not look anything like that. But anyway, we're going to start with 2 sticks of butter. I'm using salted butter for this recipe, and the butter has been at room temperature. And so I'm just going to cream my butter together. Next, I'm going to add in some granulated sugar, and I'll be sure to list the ingredients in the description box below. But I did follow the recipe exactly as it was written on that Facebook post, and my cookies look nothing like it did on that post, but it had really good flavor. So anyway, periodically you want to scrape down the sides of your bowl just to make sure everything is nicely incorporated. And so after I cream together my butter and sugar, I'm going to add in 1 egg, and then I'm going to mix that just until it is nice and combined. And then I'm going to add in some vanilla extract. And this was a really simple recipe. It had a lot of extra cookie dough left over. But anyway, I'm going to add in some all-purpose flour. And so before I add in my flour, I'm going to add some baking powder as well as some baking soda and some salt. And I'm going to mix that with my dry ingredients before I add it in with the butter, sugar, and egg. And so the recipe, as it was written, it only called for 1 can of the pineapples. And so I didn't have enough pineapples for the amount of dough that this recipe made. So I ended up just making like cookies without the pineapple stuff in it, which turned out really great. Like, this recipe is great with just like the dough itself without the pineapple and cherry in it. Not to say, like, it was good. Don't get me wrong. The recipe was good. It was good. It's just one of those recipes that you have to eat the same day because it did not store well. Like the next day, like even putting it in the refrigerator or something like that, it didn't do well the next day. So if you do make this recipe with the pineapples in it, I would recommend eating it that same day. But it had really good flavor. It was good for what it was. But the cookie dough itself, it kind of tasted like a butter cookie. So that's another option as well. Like, I definitely make this again and just use the dough part of the recipe. But you're gonna mix all of the ingredients until they are nice and combined. And next we're gonna start on our I guess like our caramel type of sauce for this. And so I'm gonna use a 1/2 stick of butter, and then I'm gonna add in some brown sugar, and this is gonna be a really simple like caramel sauce. So you're just gonna mix this until it is nice and bubbly, and then you're gonna add in some vanilla extract. So it's a pretty straightforward recipe. I was just more so disappointed that it didn't look like it did on the picture. I'm like, the stuff that y'all had me put in here looks nothing like this picture. So I was definitely catfished by this Facebook post. And so the sauce is starting to bubble. So I turned the heat off, and this is the consistency I was going for. And you can add in some vanilla extract if you want, or even I think like some rum extract would be good in there. And so I use some parchment paper, and I'm just going to put like a tablespoon of this caramel sauce on there, and then I'm going to top it with a pineapple slice. Be sure to drain your pineapples, and you're going to place it directly on top of that caramel sauce. And then you're going to put some of these maraschino cherries on here. I got the ones without the stem. So you're going to put it right there in the center, and it's going to look like this. And then you're going to take a scoop of your cookie dough, and you're going to place it on top. And then you're going to flatten it out so it can just be over the pineapple. You still want to leave a little bit of the pineapple exposed. And then you're going to put this in the oven. I can't remember the temperature, but I will put it in the description box below. But you're going to put it in the oven. And as I was looking at it bake in the oven, I'm like, Lord, because it's already starting to run on the parchment paper. I'm like, it's going to be super watery and soggy. But you let the cookie sit in the pan for a few minutes just so that it can set up. And this is what it looked like out of the oven. So I definitely say wait a few minutes to let it set because the texture does get better. But this is the finished product. It had really good flavor. Again, I would recommend eating these the same day. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.